Three, two, one, go. Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. Thanks
Hang
for
on.
joining us.
Let me just finish going live.
Sorry, it's a couple minute delay. It's gonna go. Just takes time. All right. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Monday. As always, love these trainings. Because it's really when we get to talk about the real stuff when it comes to supplementation. And today, actually for the past, I don't know, I feel like month, I've really been hitting hard on foundational wellness. And so today it's the missing piece in modern health, talking about foundational wellness, but in a little different angle. So basically, we're living in a time where everyone's searching for the newest biohack, the newest longevity ingredient or supplement, the newest peptide, the newest miracle supplement, fat burner, quick fix, performance enhancer, whatever it is. But many of those same people that are searching for these are actually fundamentally nutrient deficient. They're inflamed, they're under recovered, sleep deprived, metabolically stressed, and running on an empty tank.
Yeah, amen. Yeah,
absolutely.
Not a good thing, though.
No.
Those are bad things.
No, and if you're thinking about, gosh, maybe I just spoke to you. I mean, it's not your fault, but it's just what's going on in our modern world with supplementation. You see it everywhere you look, this big shiny object, and we're chasing it. So, like I said, every week there's another shiny object, over-promising, but promising more energy, better metabolism, faster weight loss, not just weight loss, faster weight loss. This longevity promise, hormone balance, mental clarity, life-changing. You hear this stuff all the time, but you have to understand this, that the body cannot perform optimally when the raw materials required for cellular function are missing.
Yeah.
It's science. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work. So, we're trying to basically build advanced supplements on top of this nutrient deficiency, inflamed body, all this poor recovery, all this stuff. And it's backwards. We forget about the basics, and they're basics not because they're basic. Let's not call them basics. They forget about the necessities.
The necessities, yeah. Well, a lot of the nutrients are essential, right?
They are
So the body
essential.
does not manufacture or produce them, so they have to come from exogenous or outside sources.
Yep.
Food, supplementation.
Right.
So yeah.
And we just did one where we're talking about how we're not getting what we need from food, so we know that we don't need to go and repeat that. But again, this is mostly about forgetting. We're forgetting about the basics, the foundationals, and we got to take a pause and remember that it begins with these. You always stay on these, and you stack. If there's nothing wrong with these biohacks and like fancy supplements. Some of them are wonderful. They are, but again, you have to have the foundation first. And it's not like first you take the foundation, then you take that. You always have to be taking the foundation, right? You supplement to a healthy diet, and you can't just take it for a couple months and then add something else in. You need to, these are meant to be taken every single day. So, that's where we're going to go.
Awesome.
And just a couple, things to picture though. It's what we just talked about, taking these biohack longevity supplements first without the foundations. It's like building a luxury home on a cracked foundation. Or I actually said this last week. It's also like you plant all these seeds in depleted soil, and then you go out there and you wonder why nothing's growing, right? It's not going to work with the depleted soil. You're the soil. So, let's dig in. And it's really comes down to like the current wellness industry is obsessed with hacks, shortcuts, trends, stimulation, quick fixes. So they've made everybody obsessed with that, always searching for that quick fix, fast thing, over promising. And we always talk about with Live Good and our marketing approach, our approach in general. That's not what we're about, right? We are about the foundations and stacking on and layering as your body gets stronger. So like stop. If this is you, like you're always asking yourself, like, what's the newest ingredient? What's the best? What's the best of the best, the strongest? Like, take steps back, calm down, and don't get all tied up in that hype, because it really is a lot of hype. So instead of like doing that, what fewer people are doing, and what I want everybody to do, is ask yourself these questions. Does my body even have the nutrients required to function correctly? Am I deficient in key minerals? Is my body inflamed? Am I getting enough protein? Is my gut functioning properly? Am I sleeping and recovering? Am I giving my body what it biologically needs every single day? Ask yourself those questions. And if you answer no to most of those, like, take steps back and let's get to the foundation and taking care of yourself. Because no fancy supplement will override a weak foundation.
True.
Bottom line. So
that's true.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about symptoms that are common when you are nutrient depleted, deprived, inflamed, basically not taking care of the foundations. But you have fatigue, brain fog. And I think brain fog is a big one, because when people experience brain fog, they start searching for the next best ingredient, this longevity thing, this overpromising thing that's going to help their brain fog, when maybe it's just because you're lacking the basics. Cravings, poor sleep, hormonal imbalances, poor recovery, mood instability, digestive issues. Low energy, chronic discomfort. The list goes on. And many times this is really just because you are nutrient deficient and inflamed. And most people are deficient, magnesium deficient, low in omega-3s, or their omega balance is off, which we've also done a training on. You lack amino acids, you're not eating enough protein, deficient or low in vitamin D. So, I feel like I'm speaking to a lot of people out there. And, I always encourage testing. It's very important to know your numbers. I know some things are covered by insurance, but many of this stuff is out of pocket. Not something you need to do all the time, but it's a really good place to start and get like a solid baseline. And just remember, like, you can't biohack your way out of deficiency. It just doesn't work. And there's also too, like, these supplements that are like one powder, one scoop a day, one stick pack a day, has everything that you need. And it might have some of your foundation in it, but what you need to pay attention to is the dosing.
Right.
You can't fit it all into one powder. Otherwise,
yeah, we would have done it.
Dr. I would have made it that way.
If we thought it made sense, we would have done it.
Yeah, it's not possible. It is not possible to get everything you need. You would be taking scoops and scoops and scoops and scoops of powders, or like handfuls of pills that have everything in it. Maybe you've got to take 10 of this one supplement to get it all, but like, that's not realistic. So be careful of those, because again, you might read the label and you might say, oh, it has magnesium. Oh, it has vitamin D. Oh, it has my B vitamins, but pay attention to dosing. And that's always a big one that we educate on. And I know it's hard to know what is the proper dosing, but that's what we're here for. Always reach out, always ask questions.
Sure.
And then also coming from a lifestyle approach too, we want to do, again, all these fancy things, but we're skipping quality meals. We're eating ultra processed foods, but not focusing on sleep, living in chronic stress, unstable blood sugar. All these kind of things we're not focusing on, and we're hoping that like this fancy longevity supplement biohack is going to fix all that. So again, the basics are the basics of the supplements, your foundational supplements, but also your foundational health. Like you have to be doing the pillars of health, right? You have to be taking care of your body. You have to be moving right. You have to be eating well, not just going on these crazy diets or whatever you think is going to work. Your body needs the raw materials to function. What else do I have? What else? Do you have anything to comment on? I just keep running with it. But you also have to notice too, like when your foundation is weak, you don't get the results. Any progress that may have been going, your progress stalls. Symptoms persist. You're not getting anywhere. You're kind of chasing. So what do I have here? Let's just go into this.
Sure.
Right. I have a combination of things right here. My goal was to pull 3 different of our packs, giving you guys like stepping stones to help build your foundation. But touching on a few things, magnesium is on all 3 of these packs. So what I'm going to talk about is our Daily Essentials pack, which is right here. Your D, your magnesium, your either men's or women's multi. Then next step, you have your foundational 5, which is these 5 right here, adding in your factor 4, your probiotic gut support, which I am a major fan of because this addresses it all. It addresses your nutrient deficiencies, it addresses your inflammation, and addresses gut health. But then we also take a next step, and we have the Ultimate Wellness Pack, where you add in your essential aminos and your organic super reds and super greens. And this is just taking it to the next level. Like now you're focusing on your muscle health. But amino acids play a role in many things beyond muscle, but that's a big focus. And your antioxidants, right? And each super greens and super reds, they have different ingredients that have different goals. But again, it's kind of like stepping stones to get you where you need to be to have your foundation starting there. Then you layer in. We do have some of the fancy stuff, right? The methylene blue, the NAD, our parasite cleanse. We have a lot of this stuff, but that comes after you've been doing this for, I say, a solid 3 months to start. So we always talk about magnesium deficiency, the omega-3s in our factor 4 as, helping with inflammation, heart health, brain health. Amino acids go hand in hand with protein. So we do have our protein powders to help, but you also can consume whole food protein, which we encourage.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Again, like I wouldn't say go and have our protein powder for every meal. No, I want to eat whole foods, and I want to use protein powders to help you reach those
low calorie, high protein
goals. Yeah. We have a lot of trainings on gut health. They're you can find everything on our YouTube channel. But with gut health, you don't necessarily know what's going on in there. You don't always have the symptoms of bloating, gas, IBS, constipation, whatever it is. You don't always have those symptoms. So it's important to address your gut health. And the probiotic does have it's a diverse blend of 6 strains of probiotics. So remember, always think the foundation before the fancy.
Yeah, I love it.
Right?
Sure.
Foundation before the fancy. Also adding in hydration. There's other things that we can keep adding in,
sure.
like, hydration amplifier, making sure you're getting enough water. But remember, foundation before the fancy, then we layer in advanced strategies. That's how we optimize our health, right? And consistency is extremely important. Like I said, I'm not saying do this for 3 months, stop, then add these fancy ones. This stays. Your foundation stays, every single day. And then, you layer on, and consistency is extremely important. Consistency in general, be any trendy ingredient, any peptide, any one over-promising powder, right? You have to be consistent. If you haven't checked out our website, if you're new, make sure you do. You will see, again, the Daily Essentials pack. You will see the Foundational 5 pack. You will see the Ultimate Wellness pack. I think the Ultimate Wellness pack does not contain the probiotic, but again, you get the pack and you can always add in. So very, very, very important.
It's cool.
Yeah, to me, this is very basic, but I wanted to. It's exactly, and I because I feel like we get so caught up in this modern wellness industry and what it's trying to do, and you have to start with the foundation. You have to.
Of course.
So
see if there's any.
Yeah, see if there's any questions. But also, while Dr. Ryan's looking, if you don't already, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. You can type any questions in right now, and we'll try to address them. Questions that pertain to what we're talking about today. I'm always available via email to help you. I love helping you perfect your stack, is what I say. But now if you're new to supplementation, you have a starting point. or if you've kind of jumped the gun and you're like, oh shoot, yeah, I'm just taking NAD and methylene blue because those are cool. Take a step back. I'm not saying don't take them, but let's make sure we have your foundation covered first.
No, really just a lot of comments. Yeah, nothing too specific on the questions. But I'm sure people can relate to it, right?
Yeah. So I mean, keep
Foundation
this.
before fancy, whatever you said.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
100%. Use this as a reminder. Bookmark this one. I'm sure you have a friend, a loved one, a coworker that they're constantly chasing that new biohack and this shiny object of a fancy supplement, because this is really quality information that everybody needs with what we're exposed to today in our modern wellness industry.
Agreed.
So yeah. So short and sweet, but thank you guys for joining us.
Yep.
And yeah.
Awesome job, Lisa.
we'll
I barely
see.
even talked. Maybe 2 sentences this whole thing.
Sorry, I had a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thanks very much.
All right, everybody. It was nice
See you
seeing
next week.
See you then. Bye.